if you need to, if you need cover to not die. It can be used for burst damage if someone's one and you can't reach them. And any of those are fine. Your wall usage has been pretty good, I think, so far. We're gonna go to a map that will be easier for our comp. Next, we're gonna go to Esperanza.
The whole principle is for defense, wall first, then block.
What do you mean for defense?
Like to avoid getting shot.
Yeah, I mean, I would say use some of if you need to, like, walk through somewhere that's gonna make you take a lot of damage. I would say use some block first, then use wall. That your block will recharge. You'll have full block, then block again.
To
right?
like take space. I got you.
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
You want to use your block to preserve your age, like while you're to not get below your armor health as much as possible.
Yeah.
And then when you're fighting someone, you really only want to block if they're 1 HP. Like literally 1. Because you saw there was like a Brig that was 1 HP that game. It looked like you were gonna kill her with wall. She got with block. She got healed. She didn't die, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Looked like you were gonna kill her with wall. We got better. Block, we really just need to be firing on all cylinders from fight 1, and we can beat these guys. But of these maps where we figure it out and we're winning. We're stringing together fights. So we really just have to be going from the first second. I'm going to go to. We're gonna go to Esperanza. Where's Esperanza? Where is Push?
Push is fake. I think you have to enable the game mode.
No, I figured it out.
Okay.
Okay. We're gonna play this.
Might not be.
It is. It's public.
You can just tell them it is.
You might have it on friends only because I can stream.
Oh
it, like...
yeah. It says public. I switched to public.
Okay.
No, it isn't public.
Just tell them it's public. Say
you can tell them.
I mean, it's fine.
You can type.
Didn't they have someone whose thing wasn't?
They unprivated it.
Okay. Just checking.
But yeah, I think Tim, your macro decision making has been good. I'm seeing that you're trying to set up for your ults. You just need to find ways to use cover more and take less damage while you're doing it, and to live more when you're wraithing instead of wraithing back into your team. To try to wraith into cover or a health pack. But we're doing a good job of pinging people that are low that we're diving, so that our team can follow up.
I hear the comms, Tim. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
One more thing, Ryan, your comms have been like life saving to me. Thank you.
Okay. All right. Yeah. This map should be like last map, but easier. Remember the thing from Lijiang when we're when we get a kill or a pick or 2 picks. If we need to just make sure we're not like fully like isolating ourselves to go for a 3rd pick, but certainly pushing the advantage is good. So let's just make sure even after we get 1 or 2 picks, keep talking. That's the big thing.
I would say it as like the advantage. We have to push our advantage after we get picks, but it shouldn't necessarily be to chase kills. It should be to chase positions.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah.
That was correct.
All right.
We got this.
Yeah.
If I catch that we're stacking, I'll just ping. I'll be like, someone go there. Like
Yeah.
I was trying to do that last map.
Yeah.
And I think it was.
It's harder on Kings, and yeah.
On my first death.
Oh, we got this. Also, I just ate chicken nuggets, so we got this even harder.
I'm gonna eat it right now.
I low-key forgot I was streaming and I turned on a PGE video, so there's PGE video in the stream. My bad, guys.
We got this. I believe.
We're here to be heard.
Plan to win, or expect to lose.
Alright, we got you.
Let's get a groove on.
Let's see.
Let's see, yeah.
Engaging
Genji,
We
Rig,
could also take from. We could someone
Oh,
take
ball.
Tango inside.
Wall.
Oh, okay.
Here,
But-
give me card. Let's go card. Let's go card. We can have-
Let's go, okay. Can you stop 5?
Sorry, dude.
Oh,
Got ball moved. What's
oh,
good going on your Kiri? And you're looking at Kiri, help Kiri.
I'm
Yep,
looking.
help me, help me.
Oh, it's really low.
I can see it.
How's Genji?
Genji's, like half. Ball is over here right now.
I'm gonna need.
The enemy's
Oh, I'm back now.
Let's take
Yeah, we
care
gotta.
Let's just regroup.
Need a minute here.
Yeah, that's fine. Let's group here.
Thank you. Okay, I see. I'm gonna take left. Okay. I'm gonna try to distract the back line. Let me know where the ball is.
Yeah.
So I can.
No, I'm not right there. Ball's right here.
Let's go back line, let's go back line.
I don't have anything with this. Body block.
I'm like, they're trying to sting me, they boot me. I can't push
Honestly,
them, I have no health.
Yeah.
That's okay. Genji's still behind me.
I have P2 in here.
Nice, Genji, no abilities.
He's in that room. I'm looking at a fallback.
Yeah, reset. They definitely have like everything right now.
No, they got me.
I'm actually not confident if they have Briggle. They're really close, but I don't know.
Yeah,
if
that's probably the thing honestly.
I'm
they
gonna
have
keep
supports
this.
like at 1.
We all jump through supports?
Yeah.
Okay.
Me and Salty should start the spot.
Yeah, but we took all the cooldowns from that. So it'll be fine with my body.
Someone can shoot them.
That's it.
I'm
we can-
keeping up on Ana. I'm keeping up on Ana.
Yeah, me too.
Oh shit, I'm sorry.
Okay.
Bad wall.
We need a call when the
Yeah.
ball is on us. Like I just we're like dying and we're like silent. So like I just don't know where to turn. So can we call please?
I'm
I don't
close to
think-
here.
I don't think I can try to feel for that, to be honest.
Yeah,
So,
no, you
if you're
should.
calling that, I'm gonna be looking at the supports, just so you know.
Picking.
If I was deeper, I'm there though.
I'm gonna keep shooting on here.
I'm gonna.
Any heals behind, but
I got a
Thank
support.
you.
At least healed.
They're afraid.
Ball low.
try to look again.
I'm
Thank
carrying.
Shit.
Oh, I don't believe in that.
Okay. Those rally. They shouldn't have mines. They should have Nano Blade, and they use dash. So it should just be Nano Blade. We can beat it. Can we touch?
Can't touch. Okay.
The game.
Nice try, guys. That was a tough comp to play against. We had the right idea at the end to like kind of ignore the way that our comp needs to play into that is because everyone in the comp has mobility abilities to just ignore the ball the whole game. We can't peel with our comp. That's one of the differences between the Hazard and the D.Va.
Mhm.
We have to just look away, just run away from the ball the whole game and just keep chasing after the squishies and running from the ball constantly. We just don't have the damage to kill him. He's just never. You can't kill the ball with this comp.
What do you
But
think?
it was a good try.
Tim and my attempts to get the healers when ball went
It
out?
was good. We needed to. There were the two reasons why that didn't work. It was a good idea. The two reasons why that didn't work. One is that we took a very long time to set it up. So we were like, you know, let's go dive the thing, and then we waited 10 seconds, and we were like, let's go dive the thing, and then we did it.
Well,
and in that time,
think,
what we're gonna.
Like, we waited because we waited for their ball to go in and their Genji, so it'd be
right.
Like,
so you don't. Know? That's the opposite. You want to go in before their ball and Genji go in.
Okay.
Right? Like why are we waiting for that?
You're forced to go in.
Because then it's
when they go in
instead of a 2v. It's a 2v3 instead of a 2v5. You know.
Yes.
Well,
Yeah.
the ball and the Genji, but the ball and the Genji are not going to sit back and peel their backline.
Yeah, but if they're like, if they just happen to be there and it's just like, oh, what are these two idiots doing?
Right. So the other reason is that. Because both supports had all their cooldowns, you're right, you forced all their cooldowns. The problem is that after that, you didn't have a way to get out alive. So if you know you're diving in and trying to force cooldowns, you need to have a plan, you know, to get out alive. That could be like, I'm going to slash towards the high ground, and then I'm not even going to go for the high ground. I'm just going to try to force cooldowns and then immediately go to cover, and then try again when I have slashed and they don't have cooldowns. Because your slash it comes back faster than their cooldowns.
Yeah.
So that's something soft dives we can talk about in VOD review at some point. But it was a good try. I think there's a couple things on my end that I want to change. Like I think I want to scrim a map other than Kings, just because you can play Armor Comp on Kings, but there are other maps where it'd be easier, and we just had to play Kings this map because that's what we scrimmed. So I think on I want you guys to know we're very close to being there. In terms of skill and coordination, a lot of these fights are coming down to one or two mistakes per fight. So we're getting there.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think I would like to scrim on Sunday and then VOD on Wednesday before our next match. I mean, in theory, it would be better to do it the other way around, but Santi can't make VOD on Wednesday. The scrim on Wednesday, and I don't think we can scrim without Santi. So, if you guys want, I guess we could do another mini VOD before scrims, but I don't really think whatever. But it was a good attempt. I thought we played about as well as we did last scrim, if not a little bit better. So as long as we're improving, that's great.
I do want to say that like some of the things with Santi and Tim, your guys' coordination, so Tim would go in and force 2 cooldowns, right? But Santi, like when you guys went, I'm specifically thinking about the high ground. The high ground thing is an issue because you actually don't have the range to make it with leap. So the idea is good. Oh, I want to get these supports. But realistically, you can't do it from the position you were at, and that's just going to come with time. So I'm not super upset with it, but just identify like, hey, I'm not going to be able to get there. Like,
if you think of it, the cutoff is like if I need to wall climb.
Not
I
you
made
need
it
to
when I
slash
wall
and wall climb. Like, if you need to slash and wall climb, and then like, because I would like your slash to get onto them, right? Like that's the damage. Otherwise,
okay.
Like,
just like
even
I see what you're saying.
Even if they don't have cooldowns, right? Like let's say they had no whip shot, no Suzy, whatever. When they see you slash, they're gonna walk backwards. By the time you've slashed to their high ground, they're not gonna be in range. You're like, you know, if they're standing right at the edge of your slash range, they're not going to be there by the time you finish your jump, right? So if you're going for a kill,
I think like I haven't gotten used to looking for slash as like a mainly damage move. I see it mostly like my diva boosters. Like I use it too much.
Right. The problem is that you don't have any way of like doing anything without like you.
Yeah.
The other difference between this character,
I just have to make that mental.
Right. Diva can try to peel for a backline when they get dove. Hazard has to look for the trade.
Yeah.
Which you were doing, and he was doing. That's fine.
Yeah, that's true.
And then with one thing that maybe you guys can try, and this is really only against on a comp, right? On a break, is that if you want, you can ask mine to take the aggressive teleport with you. So the aggressive teleport is like, you guys go, mine gets jumped by the ball Genji, but mine is still within TP distance and TP's to the hazard. Because realistically, you're actually in less danger. Because their Genji ball is behind you.
Yeah.
Right? So you flip.
Right.
So that's that.
That's what I was like. That was what I was going for when I like waited. You know.
Yeah, it's fine. It's just something you guys haven't played against the flip comp yet, which is in the dive mirror, right? In the dive mirror, or even in the hazard mirror, right? Your Kiri kind of wants to go over, but in the Ana against the Kiri, it's really important for your Kiri to come over because then when you and Tim get naded, your Kiri just Suzus you, and then suddenly nothing. Like they don't have anything besides like a dash, but they'll die. And and that's just something we'll get to, right? That's again something you guys just didn't know, and with more practice will come. Yeah, and then also another thing is that I think I have to look over the bot again, but sometimes the Genji and Ball didn't really have to make a decision. They didn't have to pick like, oh, should I go on the Soj or should I go on the Kiri? Oftentimes they had engages that would engage both of them. And it's obviously it's hard to ignore these things, and you need to poke them out. Like that's the problem with balls. Like it's such a fine line between am I feeding by shooting this ball or am I poking him out of his positioning? But
I would say, at least for the tank, unless like if you have the capability when the ball is going in to go put pressure on the supports, you do it. The only time I would turn around and shoot the ball is if the supports are just so far away that there's no way for you to actually pressure them, or you don't have cooldowns.
But what I'm saying is like
Yeah,
between the 3 people who were struggling against the ball Genji, right?
Right.
It's not that it was like skill level. It's just it's hard against the ball Genji, and so I'm trying to give them
Right.
education on like what that
Yeah.
looks like. Yeah, just try and again be more spread, and if you can't spread, right, then your only other option is to play like you kind of have to play in a way where you're not in an obvious location. So like when the ball is looking around for his engage, right? He's looking at chokes, he's looking at where you guys walk from spawn, he's looking at your defaults. Try not to default too much. You know, try to take these positions that are like harder and further away from each other and kind of in like I can still pressure and I still have pressure, but their ball isn't going to be looking here. You know, their ball's going to be looking over there at my team, right? Or looking at my hazard. Ideally, he's looking behind the hazard and he finds nothing behind the hazard, you know? But again, it's a flip comp. It's a whole thing, and it's really important. I actually think it's like one of the cores of this comp, because this comp is very similar to the Winston 5-man comp that was popular in 2020 with the second to last Overwatch League finals.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think, you know, it's not bad. It's difficult. It's hard. They're going to have players like that, right? They're going to have a Genji player who's really, really good, and it's going to be frustrating, and it's going to be...
We scrimmed against that shit.
Yeah.
Their Genji was a king.
Their Genji was good, yeah, right? So it's like,
Yeah.
it's hard when they have a single player who's carrying, because then your attention turns to him, and it's like, in that
Right. Well,
moment-
the thing is though, the Genji, if he's like the Genji is theoretically killable though, right? Like the Wrecking Ball, you are never killing with it. Like you can and should win games against Wrecking Ball with this comp where the Wrecking Ball has 0 deaths, right? But the Genji is killable. Like if you land a Soj headshot on him, like he can die.
Of course he's killable, but what I'm saying is that character, especially paired with a ball or like Ram in those comps, is very strong, right? So it's
Right.
like,
Yes.
and the thing is that looking at them or trying to force them, right, can sometimes be useful, but it's usually the people whose job it isn't to be looking at them. Because if you're looking at a Genji and you're shooting them as like a Kiri, right, you're only putting yourself closer to the Genji. You
Right. Yeah. No.
trying to like get out, you know. Your Lucio can look because they have the speed to get out and a boop and everything to sort of live that. Your Soj should also try to be building distance from the Genji and not really forcing him out.
Right. The Sojourn should be always moving away from the Genji, but like you could shoot at the Genji while you're moving away from him.
I'm not saying
Yeah.
shoot for him.
Yeah.
It's a human tendency that when we shoot things in video games, we tend to walk closer towards them.
Yes, that's true.
Yeah, so you tend to W key towards what you're shooting at. So that's why, like, sometimes it's better to just think about, like, okay, I'm running away. I'll pelt him while I run away, but my main idea is running away. Anyways, that's it. I'm not going to lecture you guys over a loss. I'm sure everyone wants to go to bed. It's Thursday. It's late.
Yeah. And
yeah.
Yeah, we'll have a scrim on Sunday. And we can talk more. And if anyone has any questions before then, they can DM me or Sean, I assume. Certainly me. I don't want to speak for Sean.
Yeah, you guys can DM me. I don't care.
I also like just want to make clear, like, I don't need or want you guys to put in any, you know, a ton of extra time outside of scrims and stuff to Overwatch. But if anyone like has questions and wants to like get in call and talk to me about something, I'm very free. So, you know, it's totally, school and mental health are both way more important than this. So, you know, don't put any more time into it than you want to. But if you're thinking, if it's something that you want to do, you know, I'm available.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right, great, good job, guys. See you guys on Sunday.
Yep, see you guys on Sunday.
See you.
Yeah.
All right.